Very good morning, friends. I'm Nalnakshi Swami, welcoming to my channel Smart Index Edge. Recently, I created an indicator that is Tesla Time Machine, Nalini Time Machine Pro plus 369 energy flow. That is the name of the indicator. Why did I create the indicator? Is to make the intraday simple. Intraday is, we usually, most of the traders, they trade in option buying because it is cheap, it is affordable. That's why they want to go for option buying, and they do not understand when to trade. What timing is very, very essential for option trading. For that, I created this indicator, time machine. I noticed at certain point of time, market reacts every day, same pattern, same thing, it repeats. Then I came up with energy flow, energy flow 369 from 3 to 6, 6 to 9. I've already explained about the 369 energy flow. 3 is birth of energy, 6 is the strength, and 9 is the release of energy, complete energy release. That cycle will continue on the intraday as well as even on the higher time frame too. But we need to see how the energy is flowing. For example, energy will flow very fluently from 3 to 6, 6 to 9 when there is a trend. Otherwise, it gets stuck. It doesn't move. Only birth of energy will be there, it doesn't move from 3 to 6 to 6 to 9. Sometimes it moves to 3 to 6 and it will not culminate into 9. That happens in the market. So everything to visualize, to know what is happening in the market, I created this time machine and the energy flow. And apart from that, I've added internal range filter. You are seeing this. This is the range filter. If the price is above this range, this is the complete range. See, it considers this as the range. It considers this as the range. When the price is above this range, internal range becomes green. But what happens? Market gaps up. And the price starts coming down. You wonder what is happening. Yeah, you wait. Actually, people engage in selling the option or buying the put option. At one point of time, it exhausts. Energy is flowing from 3 to 6. You are seeing on the 15 minutes. If I am on the 5 minutes, you will see exhaustion of energy flow, complete release of energy flow. Even though there is energy flow release, the price is below the range filter. That means this is the range. This range, the price is trading below the range. This one is energy flow is exhausted. It is showing 369 and then time is elapsing. These are the Tesla times 36, 45, 72, 81, 108. 108 is the 11:05 a.m. in the morning and 135. Notice here, one Tesla time birth of energy has been plotted. Just I'm marking the Alt V here. Birth of energy is forming and price tends to show reversal. At that time, what I do is there my Nalini precision engine will come into picture. Here it supports Nalini precision engine rolling pivot. This is coded for hourly, automatically hourly. That means when it becomes yellow, trend was down, red, let me zoom it out, and range price was below the range filter, and price is exhausting till the buying has not come. Buying, people prematurely energy flow, they think it is an energy flow exhaustion, completion of the energy release, and they see the movement in this candle. It is a piercing type of candle. They enter into it, they have read about it, but the range filter is not showing that it is price is above the range filter. But the time is very, very important. Here, the huge candle move down, you are seeing the candle move down, and birth of another cycle, another energy has been come in the market, and the timing 135, 11:30 a.m. 11:30 a.m. price starts climbing above the price starts making move, and you can see this range filter becoming flat and rolling pivot from the Nalini precision engine turning yellow, and then GAN helo is also aligning. See, everything aligns only when the time comes. So you need to wait for the time. So without these signals, without this indicator, you would have many people enter into these things and they end up in making loss. They will end up by seeing this big candle, they will enter into the call option or the call option buying, and they will get caught. See, these are the filters which take care of you in the intraday market, not making any mistake. Later, you can see after 11:30, 1:35 time, it doesn't mean that exactly 1:35. There are at times they change the time also. They change it to 1:89. Like that, they will change actually. Here, everything aligns. Range filter, this was the range in the market. Price has moved above the range. And GAN helo, price is balanced about the hourly rolling pivot and trend has aligned. This is very, very important for the market. Apart from that, I have included in this indicator, I have included time machine, hourly range filter to know where is my limit. When price is moving in this, I know this. If the price doesn't cross this, it is not aligning now at present. I am trading, I am a scalper, intraday scalper, I am trading over here. So this range filter is not properly aligned hourly. I'm trading in the range, lower time range filter, 5 minutes, and it also works for the 15 minutes. And I'm trading this and I'm taking the benefit of it. Some people think that it should align. That alignment comes in a different way. So these are the things what I created in Nalini Precision Engine as well as the Nalini Time Machine. So today I am going to talk about the range filter. I've taken you to the chart before, and I will take you to the chart of the crude oil, how this Tesla machine and the range filters and Nalini Precision Engine rolling pivots will save you to make a wise decision, proper decision at the time of confusion. So now let me take you to the PPT. Let me take you to the PPT of the range filter and let me present it. What are range filters? Why range filters? They will filter your noise to multi-time frame convection. This understanding the tool that reads what price means. Because what happens in the market comes down, it stays, it halts. It halts. You will not be knowing what is the market. Trend will be down, but market halts, ranges, and it picks up and it reverses to the upside. Sometimes the trend will be down, the market halts, it ranges, and it starts moving in the same direction. There comes these range filters are very, very powerful. There comes your decision. Before ending this presentation, after ending this presentation, I'll take you to the crude oil chart, how it would have helped. Because crude oil runs from morning 9 to night 11. See, some people office goers come to the market and they're thinking that they can trade in crude oil because they will be engaged in office work throughout the day. Evening time, they will get the trade so that they can trade very comfortably. So if they understand all these things, they can benefit for this commodity trade also, even trading Nifty also, everything it will help you. So that's why I'm presenting this, why range filters are very, very powerful. Because most of the time, market stays in range. Market will trend only two times in the market, even on intraday. Intraday also, only 2 periods you will get the trade. For an option buyer, timing is very, very important. When the market trends, then only he will get a very good move and he will be profitable if he buys option. For an option seller, it doesn't matter. He needs to see for the range filters where the range filters are aligning, get alerted for that. Here, a seasoned general doesn't flinch at every gunshot. Flinch means he doesn't react. For example, if somebody throws ball at you, what you will do? You will react. You will get back and you will react immediate. That is a reflex action from your side. But a general is a warrior. He doesn't flinch at every gunshot. He only moves when the battle line actually shifts. Actually, professional traders doesn't trade every day and they wait for this range movement in the market. So the range filters filter out the noise. Like a seasoned general doesn't flinch at every gunshot. Here, range filters work the same way, only responding to meaningful price moves. You can ask me, why? Why not moving averages? I used to use moving average crossover. I used to add 8-period moving average, 5-period moving average, 12-period moving average, 20-period moving average. And I used to wait for the crossover. I used to see so many videos. If the price is above the 20-period moving average, then it will be very good. Actually, when I used to follow those instructions, then I found it It is not so. It is not so. We need to get a balance of the price, not the moving average. Moving average tells you, goes back and it averages closing price of the back price action, and it gives you closing prices and plots a line. But the rolling pivot, when you come to the rolling pivot, it calculates the open, high, low, close of each and every candle, and it gives you balance line. And then it counts a lot rather than the moving average. And range filter. Why range filter? Range filter only moves when price moves meaningfully. Meaningfully means when the price is above the range. How many times you might have done the strategy of open range breakout strategy? Range, many people will come on that it is a weekly breakout, daily breakout, but we should know whether the internal range is aligning or not. If the internal range is not aligning, then it is not meaningful. So with the range filter, what you are going to get is false signals are ignored automatically. Gives you clarity in chaotic markets. So I only move when price moves meaningfully. That's what range filter says, like the general, like a seasoned trader. A season trade bets only when price shifts below hourly range filter. If you are an intraday trader, if it is for longer time, even day to date, in this chart example, you can see here, the range filter, hourly range filter, price is closing below the hourly range filter. Hourly range filter, that then you can see the range establishing so violently. You get gap down also. So this is the beauty of the range filter. A seasoned trader, professional trader, if you are an option buyer, put option buyer, or a call option buyer, you wait for the alignment. But during the intraday time frame, everything will not align. For that, to take care of that, my Tesla time machine will come, and the internal range filter will act as a filter for your scalping trade. You can do scalping trade within the range filter, hourly range filter. Even though the price is below the hourly range filter, you can trade with the internal range filter. You can scalp, and you can, with the time Tesla machine, you time the market and you can enter into the market along with the Nalini precision rolling pivot. So you will not be having any emotional stress. You will be trading better. Here, these range filters will show you who is in control. If the price is above the range filter, that means internal range filter on an intraday basis, on a 5 minutes, on 15 minutes time frame, even though hourly range filter is not aligned, you get to trade. You get to trade. Right? Above the price is above the range filter, bullish bias. Below the range filter, bearish bias. No, if it is a gray, there is no trade. Actually, I have coded for the internal range filter with 2 colors only. With 2 colors, those range filters will change from magenta to green. Then it says that price is breaking above that range. I've shown you on the chart. This is the way range filters are superior than the moving averages. Multi-time frame stacking, conviction. weekly range filter, daily range filter, hourly range filter if they are aligned. I'd seen some video, people talking about Triveni Sangha, that moving averages converging. They have made strategies building the Triveni Sangam to buy the stock for swing trade. Here, weekly RF, daily RF, hourly RF, it is a conviction. That type of alignment comes very, very rarely. That happened yesterday on the Bank Nifty. I'll take you to the chart and I'll show it to you that happened. That type of alignment happens. That is like a boon for you people. You can top up your lot size, and you can pyramid it and you can go long. Like if you are putting for a swing trade, you can pyramid it and you can hold on to this. Any minor correction to the range filters or the price doesn't move in a straight line. It goes up and comes back. And the range filters will act as a step line or a staircase supporting the price action. In this way, this type of multi-time frame stacking is a strong conviction for your trade. That happens only once in a month. That type of stacking, once or twice in a month, you get to get that alignment. Here, they define these range filters, they define compression zones. So you might have studied about time price opportunity, market profile, fixed range volume profile. When you study about value area high, value area low, and the point of control. When trending price halts and goes horizontally, vertically, it travels vertically along the time, you will not be knowing what is happening. This is the play of the big players. They trend down, they make the market to stagnate, halt, engage these poor retail traders in buying and selling. The sellers and buyers will be engaged, and in that moment, the retail traders are confusing and they are they are ghost traders. Big players are ghost traders. While engaging these people, they accumulate their position. They bring in liquidity. That area is the range. The halting period is the liquidity zone for the big players. They try to accumulate or distribute their position. So that is the compression zone, how energy will coil. So that's what we are putting when weekly RF, daily RF, and hourly RF, they converge and they stack with each other, then energy compression will be very huge. If it breaks, if it opens, the direction of the trend will be very violent and you get to trade in it. So for that, you need patience. For an intraday trading, every day this alignment will not come. For that, I have included in my time machine, Nalini Pro time machine, internal range filter. That is enough. Internal range filter with the rolling pivot, Nalini Precision Engine rolling pivot, you can make decision to take an intraday scalping, intraday buying of the option. You can do successfully. You cannot expect alignment of all these hourly, daily, and 15-minute range filters on an intraday time frame. Only certain days, certain period, it will align. So all this you can visualize with my indicators. This is the beauty of the range filter. They define compression zones. When the price is below the range filter, internal range filter on an intraday time frame basis, you are not going to trade. The range is creating. So it removes emotion, works across all time frames. You need not care about news. You need not see. You will have you when live market. You tend to develop your own opinion. You start your rational thinking. Your mind starts applying more trend lines, moving averages, and you start seeing the structure in the very small time frame, and you start building your own opinion. They are all biased. Yes, opinion is biased. That's why technical analysis is biased. Then it takes care of everything. It ignores your opinion. I'll show you how your opinion can be ignored, how the range filter will save you, unaffected by hope or fear. It is not affected by your hopes or fears. It only asks, has price moved enough to matter? That is very, very important. So it works across all time frames, 15 minutes, hourly, daily, and weekly. When everything is aligned, institutional flow will come. That's what happened yesterday in intraday. So many times you might have seen some stocks running 10%, 5% within a day. Why? Because everything will be aligned. With my indicator, you can get the view before that happens. You will be ready before that happens. If you track it and quarantine those stocks or quarantine that moment, suppose if you would have tracked Bank Nifty, many people might have ignored Bank Nifty. They might have tracked only Sensex because and Nifty was expiry day, but amazingly, both the Sensex and the Nifty traded in a range, whereas the Bank Nifty, traded blasted like anything. Only few people might have caught that Bank Nifty might have traded. Actually, it indicated that all the why should these banking stocks should rally like anything. Yesterday, banking stocks, that is an indication. Bank Nifty was rallying. So the core truth is most indicators tell you what price did. My indicator, Nalini price engine, and time machine, Nalini Pro time machine tells you what price is doing. Think about it. Do you need what price did, or do you need what price is doing? You need that. So range filters will tell you what price means. What is the price is meaning? That is the difference between reading the score of a match and understanding the momentum trade. Momentum of the game. You need to read the momentum of the game, not reading the score of a match. Yes, friends, I'm going to take you to the finally, again, I'll take you to the chart of crude oil, how one could have traded in crude oil. Let me take you to the chart. Let me close the presentation. Let me apply the crude oil futures. See here. I've applied rolling pivot. My Tesla machine. From the rolling pivot, I have taken only pivot, R1, R2 I have disabled, and gang halo and range filter from Tesla machine. This is the internal range filter. You see magenta color and green color. Here, what happened in the market is, during our market session, this is the completion of the time cycle, 350. 315 time is the completion of the time cycle. So the market is closed. Our market is closed, and office people, they come home, they will look at the chart. Though this is a fall, the market is reversing. Right? Even this part, even in this part, internal range filter is aligning. You are yet to trade this. How much points? This is a scalping trade. This is like a everyday intraday trade on Nifty, 78 points. 78 points, friends. You don't see, without the indicator, you see the market, you will think it is a reversal. Let me hide the indicator. If you are a price action trader, what I've learned is, I'll think it as a reversal, definitely. If you're not having any indicator or anything, I'm a price action trader and price is making a low, high, higher low and higher high. Many times what happens? The market comes down and it continues, reverses. That memory, muscle memory will be there in your trading. Every day, different picture. Every day, big player presents different thing. So, you tend to take the position. Say a high, it's a low, high, low, high. Change of character. Change in the behavior of the trend. You try to take position keeping the stop loss. Suppose if you are seeing this structure and here it is making a higher low. In this area, just imagine it is an higher low. Sorry. Where did I go? Oh, it changed to daily time frame. I anticipate, this is my opinion. Bias. Opinion. I am wrong. An office goer person comes home, enters into the market, he will be in the soup. What happened? It trended down. It was an opportunity. This was the trend, continued down. They halted the market. This is where my indicators will help you. You may think there are so many numbers. If you zoom it out, if you are trading on the intraday, if you zoom it out, it is not a clutter. You think it is a clutter, but it saves you so many things. Here, this is the internal range filter. Okay. And this is the hourly range filter. And I will enable even 15-minute range filter also. I've included 15-minute range filter. See the difference. The price was rolling pivot. It started balancing. This is where it comes. Your balancing price is above the rolling pivot. Price has balanced temporarily to trap these people. And Gan Hilo trend is setting, and internal range is also green. This is a shorter period. But the longer period, 15 minutes range filter, has not turned its color at all. This saves you. This is I am on the 5 minutes time frame. I am a scalper. It saves you from your trade. If I change it to 15 minutes, even the range filter is aligning, and the rolling pivot at the end, it is aligning. This is what they make. I immediately, with the rolling pivot, Nalini Precision Engine, everything is perfect. But this range filter will save you from your trade. If you would have entered into this trade, you would have lost money. Here, it was a sell trade. Actually, I'll take out the Nalini Precision Engine and just watch the time machine. This is after our market close, 3:15, 2:30, 3:15. It is just moving sideways. You can see from 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where till that time market is moving sideways before the New York session opens. The market halted over here, and this was a great opportunity with the range filter to enter into the, see, here no trade, price closing below, and it automatically plots sell. Closing below this, and the price of the crude oil 8,525, and I'll show you how much money you could have made with this, because yesterday I posted for my group to show that 8,600 I was tracking, because with my indicator I didn't have any opinion. I was just watching what the range filter and my indicators are telling. That's why I've put lot of filters. Same time, here, let me change it to 5 minutes. Here you see, just I'll put a rectangle over here. Notice here, this is the hourly range filter. the price moved up of the put option, it halted. It came down. At the same time, crude oil was running up. This is an halt. It was a discount for them. Discount. They got the discount. The price was 285. From 285, friends, here the signal came. Here you need not, even if it comes down, when it is above the hourly range filter, this is an opportunity you are getting it. There you are getting a, even from the my indicator, it is giving you cycle reset and cycle was down and reset and buy signal was generated. You are entering into the, let me zoom it to see the price action there. This is the price. Price, this is, this is hourly, this is 50, and this is the internal range filter. This internal range filter crossing above the 15 minutes, ending the bear cycle, and it was a blast. Imagine if you would have entered at 305, it rallied up to 506. Yes, friends, 506. How much money you would have made? 200 points. Or say, for example, you captured only 150 points, 170 points, you would have made 17,000. This type of alignment comes only once. See, what has happened there? This is the alignment. Here, it has started aligning, this put option started aligning from yesterday itself. See the range filter. You knew this and you are taking this trade that was more yesterday or morning itself. You could have taken the trade around 231. 231 to 505 or 503, it's a boom. So you get this trade, you get this trade. Let me take you to the alignment of the Bank Nifty. See friends, here. This is 15 minutes time frame, hourly range filter, and the internal range filter. They were compressing. Energy was building over here yesterday. That's why it was a huge cap up, huge candle. And you tend to fear to enter into this candle because you are an intraday trader. Then what is the solution? Through time cycle, 135 time cycle, there my Tesla machine comes. You are waiting through the time cycle and energy flow, they accumulated. This is accumulation. After the move, it is an accumulation. Why? With confidence you can trade. The price is above the 15 minute. This is hourly. And time slot is also aligning. And if you would have missed this, as an intraday trader, you got an entry over here around 54,600. That Bank Nifty rallied to 55,310. Almost 1,000 points. So beautiful alignment. This type of alignment happens. For this type of alignment, how it has cooked. Same thing is happening in our Nifty. It is building energy over here. You can see over here all the trend. The 15-minute was in red, magenta color. And this was the BTST trade. Probably what they may do, they may bring it down like this, or they may take it. Today is a perfect alignment. If it aligns this hourly compression, you can see hourly has come near and the internal range filter is near and the 15-minute is, if the hourly comes down and aligns, you will get a very good trade today if it aligns today. Yes, friends. That's it. Thank you very much for listening. These are my beautiful indicators. Understand the indicator. Don't comment that there are so many things. They are meaningful. Without meaning, nothing has been added in my indicators. If you want to get access to my indicator, these are two indicators. Nalini Precision Engine is separate and the Nalini Time Machine Pro is separate. If you want these indicators, you have to message me on WhatsApp number, what I've written, 98452096000. These are paid indicators, friends. You need to message. If you are serious to buy these indicators, you can message me. You can take the benefit of that. You too can be profitable if you understand my indicators. I have tried my best. I'm making so many videos to explain the mechanism of the indicator, concept behind the indicator. I have not created any indicator without any meaning. Thank you very much, friends. Nalakshi Swami, signing off.